Here we have a grouping of beautiful citrine quartz crystal. Beautiful yellow citrine, gem quality, translucent to transparent. Citrine crystal, Paleo, story stone, face, and mammoth effigies from Brazil. These are beautifully flaked and beautifully etched. Here's the eye right here of the face, and the nose of the face, and the mouth of the face looking to the left. And then we have another more older, stern-looking face, with this being the eye, the nose off to the right, for an older face image. We turn it this way, and we have a beautiful mammoth image here, with a baby mammoth with its exaggerated eye and its little baby trunk right here. Now, these have been beautifully flaked. This is actually a Paleo biface story stone effigy. So they flake this as a Paleo biface, like the Clovis would make bifaces. In fact, Paleo Indians made Paleo bifaces out of practically everything all around the world. And this is a Paleo biface, just happens to be made out of citrine crystal. Now we have that mammoth facing right, with this the eye here. And we have a lot of etching on this piece. They etched around the eye of the baby mammoth. It's been, like I say, beautifully flaked as a Paleo biface effigy. And we have a mammoth now facing right, with its big sweeping trunk coming down. When we hold it this way, we have a baby mammoth with its little trunk here, and its exaggerated eye there, and the hair tufted up above its head. We turn it over this way. Now we have that baby mammoth now, real cool image there, with its trunk right there, facing off to the left. When we hold it this way, now we have a mammoth facing off to the right. And this way, we have a mammoth now facing off to the left with its trunk here. And the faces are very good on this piece. We have a face now looking off to the left, another face off to the right with the eye here. And then we have faces here. Very good face. There's the eye of the face. There's the nose and the mouth down here of the face looking left again. And then we have another face looking right. And we have a face looking left now. And another face with the eye looking off to the right. And that face is even nicer now, with the eye looking off to the left. And these have been beautifully flaked and etched. The hair has been all etched into these beautiful citrine crystal examples. Of course, this etching technique was employed by our Paleo Indian ancestors on practically every kind of stone. On rose quartz crystal, on citrine crystal, on volcanic glass, on obsidian, on agate, on meteorites, on and on and on. I must have 100 examples posted on my website of different materials of these Paleo effigies, face and mammoth effigies, that I discovered back in October of 2020 in the Mojave Desert. And the etching is pretty well universal. In other words, this etching was performed all around the world on all kinds of stone. It's not unique to one area at all. It's Paleo Indians use this etching technique on flake stone universally around the world, very commonly, very frequently, to image the hair of the mammoth and the hair of the faces. Now we have an outstanding mammoth on this example facing left. Here's the eye right here, that darker area, and that's facing left. And now we have a face facing right. Let me turn it over here. This side is heavily etched, by the way. We have this now, the older face facing off to the left with a big nose, and we have the eye here and a nose here of another face looking off to the right. Couple of great examples of faces there. We turn it this way. Now we have a mammoth with the big eye right there, facing off to the right now, with its trunk coming down to the right. We have a face looking up from the back of the mammoth. Here's the eye, the nose, and the mouth down here of a face looking off from the back of the mammoth. This is an outstanding example here that's been heavily etched, beautifully flaked, and it's a Paleo biface as well from Brazil. Paleo biface, face and mammoth effigy. Here's another one. This one stands on its own here, and now we have a mammoth facing off to the right with its big sweeping trunk off to the right. We turn it this way. Now we have that mammoth facing left. And then when we hold it this way, we have the faces, one facing off to the right, the big hook nose, and then one facing off to the left, which is the younger face. Turn it over this way, and we have the face here, the eye here, and the hook nose of the older face looking off to the left. And then we have the younger face looking off to the right now, with this being the eye of the younger face. And look at all that engraving of the hair. And beautifully flaked out of this citrine crystal. It's a gem quality citrine from Brazil. Here we have a great mammoth image now, with this, the eye of the mammoth, a mature mammoth, facing right. Just a great mammoth image right there, made out of this beautiful citrine quartz. And then, of course, we have this one here, and this is a mammoth now facing right. This is the eye of the mammoth right here. Its hair tuft above the head and its little trunk over to the right here. So we have another beautiful citrine crystal mammoth in kind of a charging stance there. I have one out of smoky quartz crystal that's very similar to this, and I have one that I found on Harvard Hill that's somewhat similar to this as far as the head being slanted up like that. Now we have a real cool baby mammoth with its little trunk off to the left. Little trunk off to the left. And then when we hold it this way, we have faces. This is the eye, the nose, and the mouth of a face facing off to the left. A great face image there. And then, last but not least, we have another citrine crystal. This is transparent. It's a very good quality except for color. The color's okay, but not gem quality. But the material is gemmy in that it's transparent. And this is the eye of the mammoth, the hair tuft above the head, and the trunk off to the left. We turn it over. Now we have that mammoth image off to the right. So this is yet another Paleo story stone effigy from Brazil, made out of beautiful citrine, beautifully flaked and engraved citrine crystal. And here we're back to our Paleo biface. What a beautiful piece this is. It's been worked as a biface all the way around with a nice edge, coming to a nice edge on both sides. And just a terrific mammoth image now, facing right. A grouping of beautiful citrine crystal, Paleo story stone facing mammoth effigies from Brazil, South America.